GoPowercat.com here with Kansas State offensive lineman Hadley Panzer. Big 12 Media Days. Hadley, I made the comment earlier that you guys all seem to be wearing the same kind of suits, except you're deciding to go with the all black. What went into that wardrobe decision?
Our old GA Hayden Wall sent me our post that we had this morning, and he said either someone's trying to look skinny or someone is trying to hide sweat. So maybe a little bit of both of those. So it's hot out here, so I gotta hide some, the sweat that I'm gonna have. But yeah, I think that's the smartest choice.
Well, as a former offensive lineman, I made the comment too. I was like, black is the most slimming color that you can wear.
Yep.
And I think so many high school kids, when they see your outfit, will say, "I wore that suit to prom," because it looks like you guys look like tremendous prom outfits here at Big 12 Media Days.
Yeah.
Some of the outfits have been outrageous. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it. There was an Oklahoma State player that looked like he was wearing Scooby-Doo shoes. Did you happen to see him?
I think Brendan Mott told me about it, and I was like, I didn't see it. They had walked in front of us, so I didn't even recognize it. But yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah,
there's been some interesting outfits today, the last few years. I mean, Daniel Green had a nice outfit last year. Deuce Vaughn had a nice outfit the year before. So I think it's a classic look to wear the all black. So I commend you for that, Hadley. But as far as football goes, man, just how excited are you to get the season started? I mean, there's so much interest, I feel like, with this version of Kansas State. I mean, you've got to be just thrilled to get going.
Yeah, very excited. And when we get done from here, we're going right back to Manhattan, and we're going right back to work. And we still have 3 weeks, I believe, until we start fall camp, and then obviously the 3 weeks of fall camp that we have. So we still have a lot of work to put in and a lot of things to iron out, and then we get to the football. I think right now for us is we can't look too far ahead. We're going to stay focused on what we're doing right now and how we can maximize our opportunities, in this short time that we have left before the season starts. But yes, very excited for it. Yeah.
And so Coach talks about the captain's practices because they aren't allowed to work with you guys officially,
right?
At this portion of the summer. I mean, for folks who don't know, what goes into those captain's practices, and what does a typical practice look like?
We start out with our with special teams. So whether as a big guy, if it's not field goal or punt, then we're out doing individual. So they start with special teams, and then as far as us as an offensive line, we're going straight into individual, our own drills that we have. And it's all, like you said, it's all player led. So it's on us to make sure we're getting in and out of drills, we're getting good work in, and then we get into our team sessions and stuff. But I think the biggest thing is that we've done a better job of being focused during them and doing that. And I think that's just a testament to the leaders that we have on the team.
Well, and you bring up those leaders, especially with the offensive line. I mean, no more Cooper, no more Duffy, no more KT, no more Gillum, these guys that have been around for so long. And so it really falls upon you and Taylor Potier. I mean, what's it been like now being no longer a young guy?
Right.
You're an old guy now.
Right.
What's that transition been like?
I had said it before in another interview, before I being that quote unquote young guy, been there for 3 years, 3.5 years, but still that young guy is, sometimes those older guys had the voice, something's not going good. They were the voice, so trying to find that time to where like, okay, well, when we need to pick it up, that you have to step up and be that voice. So I think that's been the biggest thing to work on, and also just keep telling ourselves like we don't. Taylor doesn't have to be the next KT or Cooper or Duff or Gilly, and same thing with me. I don't have to be the next Cooper. I don't have to be the next Hayden or Duff or KT. We just have to be the best versions of ourselves. And I think that's the biggest thing to think about, is being the best version of ourselves out there and being those good leaders for them.
Well, and you talk about leadership. Not only are all those guys gone, but your position coach is now your offensive coordinator.
Right.
And so I know, he still tries to be around and work with you guys on individual drills and things like that. But it's going to be an adjustment for him too.
Right.
Have you noticed any kind of difference through spring to maybe now where you are? Or does it just feel like the same old Riles?
It's same old Riles, and I think that's just a testament to the coach that he is, what he expects of us, that whenever he is off, maybe doing something else and he's not with us like he would normally be, then it's on us to make sure that there's no slack in that, just like captain's practice, so nothing different as far as that. But yeah, I'm excited for Coach Riley and what he can do and what he can show people. But as far as Anything different, same old Riles.
Well, and now not only do you have your offensive line coach as an offensive coordinator, you've got some interesting weapons in the backfield.
Right.
Your sophomore quarterback, he's pretty good.
Right.
That's what people say.
I would agree.
He's pretty fast.
I would agree.
You also got another sophomore running back to transfer in Dylan Edwards. I mean, as an offensive lineman, you just have to be ecstatic to see, to know that you got guys who have that kind of speed that you're blocking for.
Right. And I think that's just knowing that we got some guys that are have playmaking ability, very fast, very shifty, smart guys. That makes you have to go out there and do your job that much better. So we can't get a playoff if the offensive line isn't doing their job. So we can have all the talent and whatnot, but if we're not going out there and doing our own jobs collectively, individually, as a team, then it's just all for nothing. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just going out there and doing our job. I think that's the biggest thing for us.
Hadley, I will leave you with this. We have Old Trapper Beef Jerky over there, sponsored by Totino's Big 12 Media Days. As a fellow big man, sometimes I have to wonder, do I like beef jerky more or do I like pizza rolls more? If you were to pick a snack, would you rather go over and get some of the Old Trapper Beef Jerky? If so, what flavor? Or just some pizza rolls, like make you feel 12 again?
Yeah, I would probably like in this setting right now, I'd probably go get pizza rolls, probably. But like for the plane ride back, beef jerky.
Well, just go snag some beef jerky over there. I won't tell anybody, and you can enjoy that on your way home. Sound good?
That sounds good.
All right, Hadley Panzer, everybody.